Draft room of the Houston Texans, where a trade by Gary Kubiak and Rick Smith and crew have just been pulled off the Baltimore Ravens, who traded out of the 8th spot when they couldn't get Matt Ryan, all the way down to 26. And the Jaguars have traded back up to 18 and are now on the clock right now. What do you, Mike Mayock, make of this?
It's a no-brainer. They're working the board. Ozzie and Eric DeCosta are working their board. They moved out of number 8 to 26. Now they're scared to death that Joe Flacco might not be there if they wait till 26. Somebody else might jumpstart them. So now they're using probably one of the third-rounders they acquired in the initial trade to go from 26 back up to 18, and I can pretty much guarantee you it is the big one. Gulliver in the land of the Lilliputians in Division 1 AA. I see Joe Flacco.
Going to have to play from the pocket because he doesn't have the mobility that some of these other quarterbacks do have, but he's a guy that can throw it all around, and I think they're going to like him when they get him.
Let's see if it is going to be Joe Flacco. Here's the commissioner with potentially news for Baltimore Ravens fans that they have a new quarterback of the future.
In a trade from the Houston Texans, with the 18th pick in the 2008 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Joe Flacco, quarterback, Delaware.
6'6" and 3/8, 236 pounds. I got a lead from a scouting director back in October that told me to get my butt down and watch this kid practice at the University of Delaware. And what I saw was one of the biggest arms I've ever seen at the collegiate level. He can make every throw, but he's got a lot to go on his footwork. A, because he's a big guy, and B, because he's playing in that spread offense where he's never under center. So he's going to be a little bit of a project. But guys, take a look at this tape with me, okay? You want to talk about being able to make every throw. This is a deep bow out at 18 yards all the way across the field. Over the undercover in front of the safety. Look at the hip torque he gets on his interior throws. He's going to step into it. Bang. This ball comes out of his hands and gets on top of his receiver in a heartbeat. Pressure from his right. He feels it. He steps up. And again, the in-breaking route while he's on the move. Watch the dart. Now, against cover 2, he's got to pull the trigger here. In the NFL, you got to feel this come open. There's under coverage. You got to throw it right now. It's open. Instead, he takes the sack. However, later in the same game, he already learned. Exact same situation. Safety split, underneath coverage. Guys, watch the throw. He gets smacked in the face, and he put it right on him. Joe Flacco, to me, could be outside. To me, it's Matt Ryan is the best quarterback. But 5 years from now, a lot of people think, Coach, that he might end up being the best quarterback out of this draft class.
Because this is a burning question everyone in Baltimore is going to want to know. How soon does this guy get under center? Because everybody's seen what Kyle Bowler can do, I guess. And Troy Smith, Heisman Trophy or not, I mean, this is a guy who's a first-round pick, 18th overall. You say now?
Now, they have no choice. You got to think the Baltimore Ravens, they're not going to the Super Bowl. Let's be for real. Coach Billy, he can tell you that. Sitting over there, he may not tell you that, but I say that. They're not a Super Bowl caliber team at this time. I think the time is now to get this kid on the field and let bygones be bygones and let him learn this game.
Well, but Dion, you got to remember, they ran me out of town because I did that with Kyle Bowler. So they got a little bit of a history there. You know, they have faith in Kyle Bowler and they're able to lead that team. If they decide that they want to play him right from the get-go, I'm a believer in that, obviously. But I think with Kyle there, if they choose to let this kid mature a little bit more, they'll have that option available to them.
There's the owner.